Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody. For those of you who are going to find this channel for the first time, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, and leave a kind comment, and share with somebody whom you think the messages may resonate with. It is for the star sign of Pisces. So thank you to all of you who have returned to the channel from my other subscriber, other channel. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and soul. I appreciate you guys. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus in Pisces, or if you are just intuitively guided to watch this video, thank you for the view. Thank you for watching. All right. So this week we are doing a bit of a different type of a reading. We are doing a rune reading because in the month of September we are going to do rune daily pulls. That's going to be the theme, and we're going to learn a little bit about the runes while we're doing so. All right. So before you see three different little wisdom decks. This is the crystal wisdom, this is the star seed message, and then the fairy dust, which is a little wisdom from the elementals. All right, so you got some crystals, earth, elementals, and then the star seed family. All right. So I'm shuffling up these cards, and what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to the positions of the crows. And I want you to put a question out into the universe. A yes or no question. And I'll answer it with, the answers will be answered with the crow that you pick. So pay attention to the stance of the crows, as well as the color of the cards. Sacral chakra, solar plexus, and the pink, sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and the pink one is the heart card. All right. Alright, so go ahead and put them out there. And as always, use your own discernment and only take messages as they resonate for you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started, Pisces. Let's see what's happening. So the first rune that we're going to pick represents last week's energy and how you are flowing into this week's energy with the past energy, and how that past energy is flowing into this week's energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick that rune for you, Pisces. Okay, so we have a feather coming through. And the feather was in between my pinky and my ring finger, and it was kind of covering the rune here. All right, so take that into consideration. That's an angel message, so that tells me that you're sitting in divine guidance. Your angels are coddling you, they're watching over you, Pisces. All right, so this is the rune of Jera, I believe. Okay. All right. So this is last week's energy and how you're flowing into this week's energy. And that is the rune of Jera. So what you're doing is you are trusting that everything has its own cycle in life. Everything has its own cycle anyways when it comes to completing and perhaps starting new things, Pisces. So you could also be completing a cycle as well, because Jera represents year. All right, so yeah, Jera is the number 12. It's attributed to Jera is year, spear, and harvest. It's a completion of a cycle, the end of a season, the close of a year. So it represents the rotation and the change of cycles. So that's how you're flowing into this week, Pisces, is you're just basically going with the flow. And you know that the end of, well, Pisces energy is February, March. So you know, right? You know, too, it's like you're being at peace with the situation. And what has been sown is being reaped. So you're harvesting something. You're harvesting because there's a change coming, a completion coming, a harvest coming. So that's about the seeds that you have planted. It's about hopes and dreams and your expectations for the future. And it's about what you're doing is you're just trusting. You can't go against the natural order of the divine cycles, the divine changes, the things that need to change, the cycles, how one thing ends and closes and a new one comes about. Like the change of seasons is happening. So in my neck of the woods, we're about to go into autumn. So it's about trusting that new beginnings come when the time is right. So there could be maybe even something legal that you're dealing with as well, Pisces. And I want you to stay optimistic and trust that things don't come fast, right? Everything has its own cycle. So that you could be questioning about perhaps a professional person, maybe even a lawyer, Pisces, when it comes to something new. But it's coming slow. But they're telling you you will soon be harvesting these seeds that you planted. But it's something slow. Maybe a favor. There's something that was delayed. There's a benefit behind it. So it's like you're being patient with the situation. So don't start judging yourself. Don't start judging the situation. Just trust the change. And that is exactly what you are doing moving into this week, is you're trusting the change. You're trusting the season. And you are coming into, like, I feel like a divine union within yourself that is very, very positive, very balanced. Okay, that's what I feel. So major completions of a cycle, endings, where you're about to start a new year, Pisces. Okay, all right, this coming week. All right, so that's the energy that you're bringing in from last week into this week. So this is when you're coming into this week, what's the energy that you are coming into this week? Alrighty. So that's Menez, and it is in reverse. So this talks about you're being challenged to forget old habits. Right, exactly. You're being challenged to complete cycles of old habits, close it out, so that you can bring about a sense of peace and harmony and a sense of balance within yourself, and just trust that there's a divine order to everything. Um, and it's going to bring a blessing in, it's going to bring a blessing in, and it's going to come into, I feel, your favor. So you're being challenged to forget old habits that, uh, like pushing against the natural order of things, like being pushy, and trust. Okay? All right, so this is the rest of the week. It's the rest of the week of Pisces energy. Okay. Okay, this is the rune of Kano, Kano. It's the rune of fire. It means the end of darkness in your life. Your passion and sensuality may be a sign of a coming marriage, which is what Jared talks about. A sacred marriage. A sacred marriage ritual between gods and goddesses. So I feel like the rest of the week is, I feel like for some of you Pisces, you may be having a Kundalini awakening that is awakening this fire within your heart and soul, where you are coming into a sacred union within yourself. And I feel like it's associated with Freya or Frigga or whatever you, the goddess is that you are, that is helping you to complete this cycle. So there's a change coming where you're harvesting something that is very fiery, very passionate, where it's going to illuminate your way, and you're going to see it. It's a sign, right, where there's an end of darkness coming into your life, where you are forgetting old habits or letting go of old habits, old belief systems. Karmic cycles are being completed is what I see here. And it is coming to fruition. You're going to harvest something positive that was sown is going to be reaped. Okay, that is what I see, Pisces. The heart of the problem for this week. Okay, and we have Wunyo, but it's in reverse. So the heart of the problem is the wisdom. The wisdom to be gained for some of you. So the heart of the problem has a lot to do with your own personal happiness, your own personal joy. So it's this rune is associated with wind. So wind is about changes, but perhaps being imbalanced amongst all things, but also about communication, air energy. So it's associated with happiness and joy, bliss, comforts, falling in love. Perhaps it has something to do with love, being at peace, feeling the joy, feeling lucky, feeling success, having a deep affection and lasting emotional happiness. So the heart of the problem is positive energy. Somebody who is you're going to have a deep and affection and last long emotional happiness with, is what I see here. So you're being coming into the week, you're being challenged to let go, right? To let go of old habits. Let it go. Put the fence up and let it go. Because you got a change in a season happening, Pisces, where it's like you are going to feel happy because you're going to have an absence of suffering. Like whatever was blocking your path before, there could be something new opening up for you, right? It's a return of good things, good health after maybe somebody being sick, somebody that's going to come around and help you get you back on your feet, and it's going to feel like a wish come true kind of situation. So I feel like they're telling you that's the heart of the problem. The heart of the problem is you don't really know if you should trust the situation. So you're a little overcautious. So that's what I feel. All right. So what is challenging you this week? Yeah. Okay. So Perth, and it's even in the Perth though. It's even in the upright position. So they want you to reflect within that challenge, is what I feel. They want you to reflect within that challenge, right? Reflect within the heart of the problem, which is about the trusting the situation, right? And I feel like that's the challenge. They want you to reflect within the heart of the problem, and why are you putting a wall up, is what I feel, okay? Because, the rest of the week, you could have, you're coming out of that darkness, right? You're coming into union. So they want you to ask yourself, you're being challenged to face the heart of the problem, which is trusting your hearts, right? Trusting your hearts. Okay, so this is the positive result after you overcome this challenge, Pisces. Alrighty, I feel like they're telling you to take that leap of faith. And this is, okay, it's hard to see because some of the gold paint is coming off of it. I feel like they want you to open yourself up to the lessons, right? That's what I feel. They want you to open yourself up to the lessons. So you're being challenged to look in your heart space this week, Pisces, and observe why you got this wall up, why you keep going through these cycles of lessons. And then you're being challenged to complete them, right? Put an ending to them. Because, your success is here. They're telling you basically you can do this, right? You're being challenged to forget old habits of not trusting. And to learn the lessons. Pay attention to the people around you. That's why I got the P in reverse. Pay attention to the people around you. Right? Alright, so there you go. That is your weekly reading, Pisces. Stay tuned for your Pancake Crows. Alright, for those of you who chose Pick a Crow number 1, so we're talking about the heart space here. We're talking about a crow who has a number 1 down here by his tail. So you could be at a standstill with something in your life. So the answer to your question, yeah, unless you make different choices. Yeah. So you may have to make a choice, Pisces, this week. And you may have to, it's going to be a completion of a cycle, and it's going to be profound, where it's going to open up a different kind of love is what I feel here. So you may have to make a choice between, look, you may have to make a choice between 2 and 3 here. See, here you are, right? You may have to make a choice between 2 different people. Okay, Pisces. So that, so we're going to go ahead and pull that down here. We're going to get some wisdom and advice for this situation from the star seeds for Pisces. What wisdom do you have for Pisces? Yep, reflection. All about reflection, yep. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So there's some mirroring happening perhaps between you and another person, and you may have to make a choice, perhaps because, one, and you're going to choose the one who's going to take you higher is what I feel for those of you who chose number 1. So there's a person who's coming in to mirror you, who's a mirror partner. So you really need to trust your heart, and see all aspects of yourself through them, is what I feel, because it's gonna hit your heart space, right? So that this person's going to reflect back to you what you need to complete, what you need to end, to tear down that brick wall. Okay? So that is Pick a Crow number 1. Stay tuned for number 2. Alrighty, for those of you who chose Crow number 2, so this is the sacral chakra. To me, this bird looks like it's flying away from a situation. But I feel like it looks like it's kind of on a mission here. So let's flip it over. Maybe 3 months, 3 days, or 3 weeks. So that could be a time frame you're asking about. Maybe 2 days, maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2 months. Things could take off as well. This is also talking about coming into that sacred union within yourself, too. So, there you go. So maybe within 2 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, or 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull a crystal wisdom message to go with this for you, Pisces. Crystal wisdom message to go with this for Pisces. Alrighty. This is your crystal. Brazilianite. Be flexible. Yeah. I am flexible and free to be me. So, a Crow number 2, you need to be more flexible moving on. And I feel like that's why your wings are so high. So whoever picks star number 2, be more flexible, be more in balance with the situation, right? Again, there's a reflection happening back to you that could be mirroring how to open yourself up to resolve this challenge. And that's by reflecting back into your heart space to be more flexible here emotionally, right? So there you go. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. All right, for those of you who chose number 3. So, if you see this bird is, it's in the yellow, which is solar plexus, but the bird is taking flight, right? He's going right towards that 3. I feel like for some of you, I feel you're very close to achieving something you've been working with another person on, where some that seed is about to finally take off and grow, and I feel like it's going to grow fast because the sun is shining down upon it. Yeah, within the next 24 months. So I feel like for some of you, you're going to be very successful, but it is going to take a minute to achieve that goal. But I do feel it is about working with another person as well. So let's go ahead and pull some fairy wisdom for those of you who chose number 3 for Pisces. Alright, so the fairies are telling you flowers will brighten up your space and create a fairy friendly place. So for those of you who chose number 3, I feel like you could be starting a business with another person working with flowers, such as a florist, or maybe planting flowers, or working maybe in a greenhouse, right? And I feel like that's what you're harvesting, is that what you have planted, that's your harvest. All right. And it's going to be something that brightens your day. It's something that you are going to be happy with. All right. Things are going to take off. And I feel within the next 2 to 3 years, this new business is going to take off. So it's going to take some time. So you need to reflect upon that intention, how you're watering the seeds of intention this week, right? So that you can water it with a more positive emotion, and new things will open up for you. So for some of you, this is definitely about a business, and this could be about a partnership, okay? I mean, like even at the beginning, that's something legal here. Maybe with the lawyer, right? Starting a business, working with flowers. So reflect within yourself. Is this something that your heart desires, right? Is this something that's going to give you the freedom to express who you truly are? That's why this crow is looking over at that crow, right? Is this going to give you what you need to succeed, so that you can harvest the seeds that you're planting this week? So reflect within your heart space, okay? To make sure that what you're hoping for, what you're wishing for, is in alignment with your heart's desire. All right, thank you for watching.